Hello students, good evening all. Welcome to this mains practice sessions from SREEDHAR'S CCE. Now coming to this first one. Now today let us focus completely on these puzzles. Now in the first one, certain number of persons were there. Certain number of persons, now they are buying different items. Total number of persons were not given and they are buying different items. And no two persons buy same item. Clear? That means different persons buy different items and no two persons buy equal number of items. Make it a second parameter kuda icharu. What is the second parameter here? And these persons are buying a different number of items as well. Okay, different item and different number of items. And T buys 9 more than which P buys. My P is X. Now P is by X, then T will be, and T will be X plus 9. T buys 9 items more than P buys. And no person buys single item. And there is no person who is buying one item. That means minimum it can be 2, 3, 4 and so on. And next one, the one who buys minimum number of items buys mobile. Now mobile is minimum. Mobile and that is minimum. And it cannot be 1, maybe 2, 3, 4 and so on. And T buys, no person buys single item, the one who buys minimum number of items buy mobile. T buys either ring or mat. Now what about this T? T buys either ring or a mat. Either ring or a mat. And next one, there are only 4 persons between the one who buy mobile and bags. And mobile and bags, how many persons are there? The one who buys mobile and bags, there are exactly bags in Japan 8. There are exactly 4 persons. That is, mobile konevodu, bags konevodu, veelliddar madhyalo entamandi konaru? Exactly 4 people. Now from here we can able to start the possibility. Endukante 4 numbers and only 4. Only 4 in between these two. Ma mobile ekkada teeskunte. Maybe the one who buys mobile is above or below. Mobile ikkada teeskunte how many persons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 persons between mobile and the one who buys bags. And the one who buys bags is how many? He is buying 8. 8 is bags. Ma saripinda? 8 is bag. Then coming back to this one. And B buys either chain or mat. And what is the second possibility we have? Ma second possibility chuddam. Now bags ikkada kunte. Entamandi cheppandi? 8. And 8 bags. There are 4 persons between bag and the one who buys mobile. Clear? Mobile above bag and mobile below bag. Now 2 possibilities we have taken. And next at the same time, B buys either chain or mat. Now B em kontunnadu cheppandi? B buys either chain or mat. B is either chain or mat. Ma chain or mat ఇంతకు ముందు చూడండి T buys either ring or mat. Isn't it? వీళ్ళిద్దరిలో ఒకరు mat ఉండాలి, ఇంకోరేమో the other. Isn't it? Then only 2 persons after the one who buys chain. And only 2 persons after the one who buys chain. Ma chain ఎక్కడ ఉంటాయి? Let us take chain here. And there are only 2 persons after this chain. And that is the end. And again if chain is here, there are only 2 persons who buy after this chain. And no person buys between P and the one who buys chain. Ma P and chain, there is no person in between. And P and chain must be adjacent to each other. Ma adjacent to each other ante P and chain. Kanuka P can be before this one. P can be immediately after the one who buys chain. Now between P and chain, and there is no person in between. They are immediate to each other. And next one. And P buys 4 number of single items. Now P buys what? And P buys now items that is 4 in number. P is 4 in number. P buys 4 in number. Now whether this 4 is minimum or not, that is not known. And P buys 4 and P buys 4. The one who buys mobile buys before the one chain. Mobile is before the one who buys chain. Mobile in both the cases, mobile is before the one who buys chain. And next one. and M buys 7 items after the one who buys mobile. Now M buys 7 items and after the one. M buys 7 items immediately after. Immediately after M buys 7 items, immediately after the one who buys mobile. Now immediately after the one, and who is that person? M, and he buys how many? 7 items. And only one person before H, and H who buys one exactly one person. That means H must be second from the top. H is second from the top అంటే ఇక్కడ బ్యాక్ కి హెచ్ కి మధ్యలో ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారో మనకు తెలియదు. ఇక్కడ మొబైల్ కి హెచ్ కి మధ్యలో ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారో తెలియదు. బట్ whereas and H must be second from the top. H who buys one lesser than the table. Now H buys what? And one lesser than the table. Total number of articles will be -1. And only one person before H. And E buys ways. And who buys ways here? E buys ways, and 2 more than the one who buys back. Now E is ways. E buys ways, and this person buys 2 more than the one who buys back. And this person buys 2 more than the one who buys back. The one who buys back is how many? 8. Hence, E bought 10 wages. Clear? E buys back, and total number is 10. And next one. V buys neither pen nor cup. Whatever this V is neither this pen nor he buys cup. Next one, K buys either cup or ring. Ma K em buy chestaru cheppandi? K either cup or ring. K buys either cup or ring. And next one, K buys either cup or ring. Only 3 persons between P and E. E who does not before M, and E must be after M, isn't it? Now only 3 persons.
Hello.
Yes, welcome back. Now there is a small technical glitch here. Okay, ma start చేద్దాం ఎంతవరకు వచ్చని చెప్పండి. Now E buys ways the total number of items. Now E buys ways and 2 more than the one who buys back. Now V and who buys what? Bag at 8. V అని ఉండాలి చెప్పండి, and V and E buys ways, that is 10. 2 more than back. V buys neither pen nor cup. తీసుకున్నాం. K buys either cup or ring. And only 3 persons between P and E. మా P కి E కి మధ్యలో ఎంతమంది చెప్పండి? 3 members. E does not buy before M అంటే E is after M. Clear? E is after M. As E is after M, next one. And only one person between, E does not buy before M. Only one person between the one who buys bag and the one who buys mat. మా bag and the one who buys mat, there is exactly one person. అవునా కదా? And exactly one person between bag and the mat. And between the one who buys bag and the mat, there is exactly one bag and the mat. Now bag already ఒక దగ్గర ఉంది కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ నుంచి మనకి పాసిబిలిటీ మొదలవుతుంది. There is one person between bag and the one who buys mat. Total number of items which E buys and the number of tables is equals to T buys. మా T ఎంత చెప్పండి? X plus 9. X అంటే ఎంత? P. P ఎంత చెప్పండి? 4. And 4, P4 కాబట్టి T ఎంత రావాలి? 4 plus 9, 13. Now T buys 13. నా ఇప్పుడు చూడండి. The total number of items E buys and the one table equals to T. And E plus E అంత weighs. E weighs 10 కాబట్టి then next one table. How many tables you have? 3 tables. Now table is 3. There are 3 tables. Now follow here my condition. Total number of items which E buys and the one who buys the number of tables is equals to T. T మనకి నెంబర్ వచ్చేసింది 13. కనుక ఇప్పుడు ఏ రెండు 13 అవ్వాలి? E అండ్ టేబుల్ 30 అవ్వాలి. E ఆల్రెడీ 10 అని మనకు తెలుసు. కనుక టేబుల్ పర్చేజ్ చేసిన వాళ్ళు ఎంతమంది చెప్పండి? 3 members. దెన్ అండ్ టేబుల్ పర్చేజ్ చేసిన వాళ్ళు 3 members. మొబైల్ 2 మినిమం ఉన్నారు. మొబైల్ మినిమం ఉన్నారు. అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం 1 ఉండకూడదు అన్నా కదా. కనుక మొబైల్ పర్చేజ్ చేసిన వాళ్ళు ఎంతమంది? 2 members. క్లియర్? దెర్ ఆర్ 2 persons who buys మొబైల్. మొబైల్ దెర్ ఆర్ 2 persons. అలా సరిపోయిందా లేదా? మొబైల్ is 2. And B buys 6 items lesser than K. Now B buys 6 items lesser than what? Now B buys chain of this and now K minus 6. B buys chain or mat and 6 items lesser than K. And next one, B buys 6 items, P buys after P. Now P is buying after whom? P is buying after P. Then B tarvata P buys after P. And next one, Y buys immediately before to the one who buys back. Now Y is immediately before the one who buys back, Y is here. Make kuda Y is immediately before the one who buys back, Y is here. Then immediately before. Only 3 persons between Y and the one who buys 7 more than E. Now E anta cheppandi? E is, we already know about E. 10. And 10, 7 more than E. 7 more than E ante 17. And only 3 persons between Y and the one who buys 17. Now Y ki 17 ki madhyalo 3 members unte 1, 2, 3 ikkada unde chance లేదు. Hence after this one 1, 2, 3 and there are 3 persons, hence here it must be 17. Clear? Now 17. Now 17 can be after this one or before this. Clear? And Y ki 17 ki madhyalo ఎంత మంది ఉన్నారు? There are exactly 3 people. And Y and 17 must space లేదు ఇక్కడ. Y and 17, there must be exactly 3 people. Okay? Y and 17. And R buys after H and buys one more than the one who buys mobile. R buys after H. Mobile ఎంతమంది చెప్పండి? 2 mobiles. కనుక R buys 3 items. And after this one. And V buys before the one who buys cups. And V is before the one who buys cups. And M buys chair. M chair is clearly given. M buys how many chairs? 7 chairs. M is chair and there are 7. And next one, M buys chair. Y buys number of items, total of V and M. Y equals to V plus M. Y equals to how much? V plus M. Now from here onwards. Make one start చేద్దాం మరి. Then if you take for here. Then P. మా P కి 2 possibilities వస్తున్నాయి కాబట్టి let us start with this P. Now in the first case, let us take P is వెనక నుంచి మొదలు పెడదాం. Now P is here. P how many? 4 items. Now first we are taking P. There are 4 items. P bought how many? There are 4 items. Now P ని ఎక్కడ తీసుకుందాం. Now the number of items this person P is buying is 4. Then P buys 4. Any information regarding this P here? Now P కి ఇంకేమైనా? P buys 4. And P and E there are exactly 3. And P ki E ki madhyalo there are exactly 3. Then now P and E there must be exactly 3. Go to 1, 2, 3. There must be E. P and E. and E buys what? E buys ways. And E buys ways. And how many this person E buys ways? There are 10. And 10 bought by this is. And E ఇన్కన్నా ముందు ఉండొచ్చు వెనక్కు ఉండొచ్చు అవునా కదా. మనకి ఇంకొక ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ y and 17 మధ్యలో 3 ఉండాలి. మనం y and 17 మధ్యలో 3 ఉండాలంటే y ఇక్కడ ఉండాలి. 1 2 3 17 ఇక్కడ ఉండొచ్చు. దిస్ ఈజ్ వన్ పాసిబుల్. దెన్ 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 and h is and second from the top. And h is second from the top. Then y and 17 bag and mat. There must be exactly 1. Now bag ki mat ki majra exactly 1 kapatti. Now this mat can be before or after, isn't it? Bag and mat. Now if you take mat at this place, now bag and mat there is exactly 1. And bag and mat there is exactly 1. Next one, E the one who buys stage open, H table, and E is after this M. E is after this M, and P and E there are exactly 3. Now P ki E ki majlo there are exactly 3 మనం తీసుకున్నాం. And next one, P is after this P. And P is after what? After this B. B bought either chain or mat. And next one, now from here, Y buys immediately before the one who buys back. Then only 3 persons between Y and the one who buys 7 items more than E. Now between Y and the one who buys 7 items more than E, 1 2 3 3 persons were there. Then అంటే ఇవి 1 2 3 4 5 వీళ్ళందరూ ఇక లైన్లో ఉండాలి. వీళ్ళందరూ లైన్లో ఉంటే దెన్ కమింగ్ టు ఫస్ట్ వన్, P is 4 and R is how many? 3 items. R 3 items and T bought either ring or mat. T is ring or mat. And next one, mobile is 2 minimum. Mobile ki bag ki మధ్యలో 4 ఉండాలి, సరిపోయింది. And bag there are 8 items. And B bought either chain or mat. B is either chain or mat, and the number of items is 6 lesser than K. And next one, and H is second from the top. H is where? H is second from the top. And H is second from the top. And E and ways. Now here tables, and there are 3. And what is the information we have? And the number of persons who buy tables, how many are there? There are exactly 3. And tables, there are exactly 3 unknown. And tables is exactly 3. Kanka tables exactly 3 kapte here it is not possible. Last line ఉండొచ్చు, ముందు line ఉండొచ్చు. And V is neither pen nor cup. V is what? V is neither pen nor cup. Then in this case, మా ఇక్కడ నుంచి మనకి పాసిబిలిటీ వేసుకుంటే, now P is second from the bottom తీసుకున్నాం, isn't it? As P is second from the bottom, then 17 అనేది మనకి ఎక్కడ ఉండొచ్చు? 17 can be before this. These 3 are after or before. ఆ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇంకా మనకి లేదు. అర్థమవుతుందా? And these 2 are not given. మనం ఒక్కసారి కండిషన్ చెక్ చేద్దాం. Certain number. No 2 persons buy the same. T buys 9 more than P. And T is 9 more than P, and no person buys single item. Minimum is mobile. T is either ring or mat. T is either ring or mat. Ring మనం ఇంకా మనం డిస్కస్ చేయాలి. T is either ring or mat. And at the same time, T is only 4 persons between mobile and 8. Mobile ki 8 ki మధ్యలో there are 4. B buys either chain or mat. B is chain or mat. And only 2 persons after the one who buys chain. And only 2 persons after the one who buys chain kapatti this is at the last. Saripoyindi. And only 1 person between P and the one who buys bag. Ma P ki bag ki majlo there is exactly 1 person. Clear? Ma ikkada crucial information. Now between P and the one who buys bag there must be exactly 1 person. Aa information manam teeskoledu akkada. And between P and the one who buys bag there must be exactly 1 person. And after aithe ayye chance లేదు kanuka mundu undali. Ma clear? Then ఇక్కడ నుంచి now between P and the one who buys bag there is exactly 1 person. కనుక బ్యాగ్ ఆల్రెడీ ఇక్కడ ఉన్నాడు కాబట్టి, అండ్ బిట్వీన్ P and the one who buys bag ఒకటే కాబట్టి వాడు ఎవడు అవ్వాలి చెప్పండి? చైన్ అవ్వాలి. Between P and the one who buys bag there is exactly 1 person, and that person is none other than chain. Chain ekkada unte P ekkada undali, and P bought how many items? Now P bought 4 items. Clear? P bought 4 items. Now follow here. And P tarvata inka entamandi unnaro cheppandi? There must be exactly one person. Exactly one person after this P. Then ఇప్పటికి మనకి ఫ్రమ్ ద బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ పర్సన్స్ వర్ ఫిక్స్డ్. మా పీ తర్వాత ఇంకొకరు మాత్రమే ఉండాలి. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 యాజ్ ఆఫ్. దెన్ హెచ్ కన్నా మొబైల్ కన్నా ముందు హెచ్ ఏ ప్లేస్లో ఉన్నాడో మనకు తెలియదు. దెన్ కమింగ్ బ్యాక్ టు దిస్ వన్. దెన్ వై ఈజ్ హియర్. నౌ బిట్వీన్ వై అండ్ ద 1, వై అండ్ 17 there are exactly 3 అన్న. 1 2 3. The one who bought 17 items must be at this place. 17 4. And chain we need to identify. Clear? 1 2 3. May put it P and E there are exactly 3 kapati 1 2 3. E must be here. Between P and E there must be exactly 3. And next one P and E there are exactly 3 happen. And M E is after M. E is after M. Yes, M chair ఇది కూడా అయిపోయింది. And next one B bought either chain or mat. B is either chain or mat. Mobile and bags completed. Mobile there are only 2 completed. Now T bought 13. T bought 13. T cannot be here, cannot be here. And T bought either ring or mat. T cannot be here, cannot be here. Kanka T ekkada unde chance undi cheppandi? Where can I have this T? 1 2 3. And T cannot be at this place. T can be here or before this mobile. Follow here leda? T can be here or T can be the first place. And next one. And H is second from the top one. H is second from the top. And E who bought vase. And E bought what? Vase. And how many this person has bought? 10. E bought vase 10. And tables there are only 3 in number. My tables there are only 3 in number. Ikkada table rakudu, ikkada rakudu. And Y can be table or here it can be table. And so how many possibilities we have? There are 2 possibilities, isn't it? Then first place is T undochu and Y table Y. And next one and H, and the number of H. H is 1 lesser than the one who buys table. My table enta cheppandi? Any information regarding the one who buys table? My table evaru konnaru, enni konnaru, and the number of the total number of items. Amma ikkada manaki table gurinchi undi chudandi. And table is how many? Table is 3. Ippude maatladukunnam table. And table is 3. Table 3 కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ 2 persons ఒకటి ఉంది మనకి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్. టేబుల్ -1 ఇక్కడ హెచ్ ఈజ్ టేబుల్ -1 అంటే టేబుల్ 3 కాబట్టి హెచ్ మస్ట్ బి 2. హెచ్ 2 ఐటమ్స్ కొన్నాడంటే దట్ పర్సన్ మస్ట్ బి మొబైల్. మొబైల్ అంటే ముందు ఎవరు ఉండాలి? దెర్ ఇస్ ఓన్లీ 1 person. అండ్ ద టోటల్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ పర్సన్స్ అయితే ఫిక్స్ అయిపోయింది. క్లియర్? టోటల్ నెంబర్ 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. ఎస్ మానసం. మనకి మొత్తం ఇందులో కూడా పాసిబిలిటీ వస్తుంది, ఇందులో కూడా పాసిబిలిటీ వస్తుంది. అందుకే మనం వెనక నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేసుకొని వచ్చాం. అర్థమవుతుందా? స్పేస్ కూడా మనకి సరిపోవట్లేదు, ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ రాయడానికి సరిపోవట్లేదు కాబట్టి హెన్స్ వీ హ్యావ్ స్టార్టెడ్ ఫ్రమ్ హియర్. దెన్ టోటల్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ పర్సన్స్ అయిపోయారు. హెచ్ను కూడా ఫిక్స్ అయిపోయాం మనకి. వై బైస్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఐటమ్స్ విచ్ ఈస్ వి అండ్ ఎం. వై ఈక్వల్స్ టు టోటల్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ వి అండ్ ఎం. వి అండ్ ఎం. క్లియర్? అండ్ కే బైస్ ఎయిదర్ కప్ ఆర్ రింగ్. Then my M buys chair అయిపోయింది. Now no 2 persons buy the same number of items. T buys 9 more than M. Now T buys 9 more than means T must be 13. T is 13 either ring or mat. Now ఈ ప్లేస్ లో ఉండొచ్చు, ఈ ప్లేస్ లో ఉండొచ్చు మాట్లాడుకున్నాం. Then mobile is minimum. T is either ring or mat. And next one only 4 persons between the one who bought mobile and 8. Mobile ki 8 majlo there are 4 saripen. And next one B buys either chain or mat. Now B is what? B is either chain or mat. Now B is either chain or mat. B can be here and B can be here. B is either chain or mat. And next one. ఇంకా మనకు ఫిక్స్ అవ్వాల్సింది అని చెప్పని V ఉండాలి, K ఉండాలి, B ఉండాలి. V, K and B. And V, K, B and T. ఈ నలుగురు ఉన్నారు. And V, K, B and T లో 1 and 2, isn't it? 3 and 4. ఈ 4 places లో VKBT ఉండాలి. Now VKBT లో what is the information we have here? And V and K. M and E అయిపోయారు. And VKB and T, B cannot be chair and B is either chain or mat. B buys either chain or mat. VKBT మనకి ఫైనల్గా మిగిలిపోయిన వాళ్ళు ఈ నలుగురు VBKT. Now out of this VBKT, then T bys either ring or mat. రింగ్ అయినా మ్యాట్ అయినా ఉండాలి కాబట్టి అండ్ ఇక్కడైనా ఉండొచ్చు ఇక్కడైనా ఉండొచ్చు. T bys ring or mat. And next one, only 4 persons between mobile and 8. And B bys either chain or mat. B is either chain or mat. Only 2 persons. B is either chain or mat. B ikkadaina undachu and mat mundukaina undachu. Only 2 persons after the one who buys chain. Adi kuda fix ayipindi. No person buys between P and the one chain. And only 1 person between P and the one who buys back. And P and back there is exactly 1 person. Only 1 person. P buys 4 single items. The one who buys mobile buys before the one chain. Mobile is before the one who buys chain. Mobile is before the one who buys chain. M buys 7 items immediate to the one who buys mobile. Saripin. And only 1 person before H who buys 1 lesser than the table. Hence the table must be how many? 3 in number. Table is 3 in number. And next one, E buys wares. Where is this E? E buys wares and 2 more than the one who buys back. E buys wares 2 more than the one who buys back 8. And V buys neither pen nor cup. V is neither pen nor cup. Now V is neither pen nor cup. And K buys either cup or ring. And only 3 persons between P and E, isn't it? Now between P and E there are exactly 3 persons. E does not buy before M. E is after this M. And only 1 person between the bag and the one who buys mat, and that between bag and the one who buys mat. How many are there? There is exactly 1 person. And 1 person between bag and the one who buys mat, hence P is mat. Between bag and the one who buys mat. Then exactly 1 person between bag and mat. And next one, P buys after B. Now P is buying after B. P buys after B. And VBKT, P buys after B, and B is either chain or mat, and B cannot be mat. Now B cannot be mat, B must be chain. Kanaka B ekkada unnadu. And B buys 6 lesser than K. Ma K ippudu information vaste B is 6 lesser than K. Then next one B ayipadu. Ma B ayipothe inka manaki V, K and T. And out of which T must be in the first 2 places. And last place lo em undali cheppandi? K or P. Okay? Then next one. And E does not buy before only 1 person between the one and bag and mat. Total number of items which E buys and the one table is equals to T. And E and this one equals to T. E and the one table is 3. Adi manaki fix ayipindi. And table is 3. And B buys 6 items lesser than K. B is 6 items lesser than K. And B will be 6 items lesser than K. And next one. And P buys after B. Now P is after B. Y buys immediately before the one who buys back. And only 3 persons between Y and the one who buys 7 more than E. 7 more than E ante there are 3 persons. R buys after H and buys 1 more than the one buys. And R must be 3 annum. And R must be 3 కాబట్టి R ikkada, R must be here. R ikkada unte T will be here. సరిపోయిందా? R ikkada unte ఇంకా మిగిలిపోయింది ఎవరు చెప్పండి? K must be here. Now K is how many? K is 17. మా ఇంతకు ముందు 6 ఉంది. B buys 6 lesser than K. K 17 కాబట్టి B ఎంత ఉండాలి? 6 lesser than. And B must be 11. Now this B buys 11 items. And R buys after H and buys, and R buys after H and buys 1 more than the one mobile. R is 1 more than the mobile కాబట్టి R must be 3 items. R is 3. మా 3 items మనకి ఏం వచ్చింది చెప్పండి? Table. Table is 3 items. Clear? If table is 3 items, then V is neither pen nor cup. V neither pen nor cup కాబట్టి hence V must be what? V must be bag. V bag, that is 18 number. సరిపోయిందా? V is bag. Then next one, ఇంకా మనకి మిగిలిపోయింది only 3. And V neither pen nor cup, that is bag. And K buys either cup or ring. Cup అయినా ఉండాలి, ring అయినా ఉండాలి. Now K buys, now T, coming to this T. Ring or mat? Mat already అయిపోయింది కాబట్టి this person must buy ring. And T buys ring, and the total number of items were how many? 13. T, H, M, R, E. Now Y ఉండిపోయింది, K ఉండిపోయింది. Now Y and K, then K is either cup or ring. Ring అయిపోయింది కాబట్టి here it must be cup. Now cup మిగిలిపోతే Y కి ఇంకేం మిగిలిపోవాలి చెప్పండి? Now there is one more that is left over. Y buys number of items total equals to V and M. Y total items between V and M. Y is total between V and M. V and the Japan 8 and 7, 8 plus 7, 15. Now this person buys 15. And buys 15. Now, what is this one? Now V neither buy pen. Hence the leftover is pen, Y buys pen. Now which is 15 in number. Now this is the final arrangement. It took some time. My time తీసుకోవడానికి main reason ఏం చెప్పండి? Because there is a problem and with the internet. దాంతో ఏమేం చెప్పండి, మళ్ళీ స్టార్ట్ చేసి మళ్ళీ ఇంకోసారి మొదలు పెట్టవలసి వస్తుంది. Clear? Now this is the final arrangement. This is the reason I was given 2 marks for each of this question. మందికి ఒక్కొక్క క్వశ్చన్కి ఎన్ని మార్క్స్ ఉన్నాయి? 2 marks. And who buys pen? The one who buys pen. Tell me who is that one? Y. Y buys pen, that is 15. Y choice 5, question number 1. And next one. And who buys pen? Now the one who buys pen is, and next one. And B buys how many? Now B buys how many items? B buys 11 items, choice 3. And R buys which item? Now R చెప్పండి, R buys table, table choice 2. And next one between T and Y. How many persons between T and Y? There are 4. And 4, that is choice 4, isn't it? And next one, and which among the following is correct? And H13. Now H13, that is false. R7, that is false. Y10, that is false. B11, B11, that is definitely true, choice 4. Done with this? And next one is Kavya, that is table good. Then next, coming to question numbers. Certain number of persons. ఇంతవరకు మనం ఏం చేసాం చెప్పండి, certain number of persons bought different items in a linear row. అంటే బాక్స్ టైప్ లీనియర్ అరేంజ్మెంట్, టాప్ టు బాటమ్. ఇప్పుడు మనం డిస్కస్ చేయబోయేది certain number of persons sitting in a row. క్లియర్? ఈ రెండు certain number of. అండ్ మెయిన్స్లో మనకి డెఫినెట్గా certain నెంబర్స్ మీద వచ్చే ఛాన్సెస్ చాలా చాలా ఎక్కువ. certain నెంబర్స్ ఎక్కడ అండ్ ఇంతకుముందు మనం డిస్కస్ చేసినట్టు కాలంలో ఉంటుంది, దట్ ఈజ్ లీనియర్ అరేంజ్మెంట్ అండ్ సో ఆన్. క్లియర్? అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ certain నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ పర్సన్స్ ఫ్లోర్స్లో ఇస్తాడు. కనుక certain నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ పర్సన్స్ మనం ఇంతకుముందు డిస్కస్ చేసిన ప్రతి సెట్లోని అండ్ ప్రతి టైప్ ఆఫ్ పజిల్స్లో ఇది యాడ్ చేసే ఛాన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయి. Then here certain number of persons and all of them are facing towards south and all are scored different marks in an examination. Now different marks in an examination are. Now different marks in an examination 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 marks each are, isn't it? But not necessarily in the same order. And among those persons information known about only 8 persons. అంతవరకు అయితే మనం చెప్పొచ్చు కదా, అవునా కదా? ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ 8 persons గురించి ఇచ్చి ఉండాలి, అందుకే 8 marks ఇచ్చారు. But not necessarily. Not more than 20 students are sitting in the row. That means lesser than 20 or equals to 20. Lesser than or equals to 20. And D is in the middle of the row now. As D is in the middle of the row, that means we cannot have even number. And the total number of persons must be an odd number, that is which is lesser than 20. Then the C is fifth to the right of D. And where is the C? C is fifth to the right of G unknown. C is fifth to the right of G అంటే మనకి ఆర్డర్ ఎలా రావాలి చెప్పండి. C is fifth to the right of G, 1, 2, 3, 4, right hand side. All the persons are facing towards south కాబట్టి C is fifth to the right of C. And there are 2 persons in between F and B. B is 5 places away from H. And there are 2 persons between F and B. And at the same time, and C is fifth to the right of G unknown. As C is fifth to the right of G, and C is fifth to the right of C, and C is fifth to the right of G అయిపోయింది. 2 persons between F and B, and B who is 5 places away from H. Now B is 5 places away from H, and so now between B and H, how many people? There must be 4 people, because B is 5 places away. 5 places away means the 5th position. In between B and H, there must be exactly 4 people. And sum of the marks of A and B equals to the sum of the marks scored by F and E. And A and B, sum of A plus B equals to how much? Equals to the marks scored by E and F. A plus B equals to E plus F. And sum of the marks scored by A and B equals to E and F. And one among the 4 scored the highest marks. highest marks and 1 among the 4 score the lowest. My ee nalugurlo 1 is the highest and 1 is the lowest. Highest and the 1 is 50, the other one is 20. Hence 50 and 20. My sum manaki equal avvalanunte 50 itu pakka 20 atu pakka ravali. Ardhamautunda? And 50 and 20. One of them scored 50 and the other one between these two has scored 20. Saripotunda? Then next one. S facing towards south. And facing to C is fifth to the right of G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. G is facing towards south. Clear, Manasa? And next one. And A is third from one of the extrements, but is not sitting between C and G. My A is third from one of the extrements, but not in between C and Z. Yes, you can work out towards north also, no problem with this one. Okay? A arrangement everything would be the same. Then A is south to the left also. A scored more marks than D. There is no problem with this one. And if you are working towards north also, the answers will not change at all. Then, and because there are some new students in this session, that is the reason we have started with south. Okay? And A is south from one of the extrements, but is not between C and D. A scored more marks than D, but lesser than H. And A is more marks than D, but lesser than whom? But lesser than H. And G is at one of the extrements. As luckily G is at the right extreme. My right extreme కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ ఇలా point పెట్టుకుంటాం. That is full stop. Full stop means there is no person to the left hand side of G. Okay? And G is at one of the extreme. And E sits to the immediate left of A. E is to the immediate left hand side of A. All the persons are south. E is to the immediate left. Out of which 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 persons hyper. And we cannot have more than 19. Isn't it? Then, now who is exactly at the center of this line? And exactly center, D is in the middle of the row. Adaithe manaki icharu. And next one, A scored more marks, G is at one of the extreme, E sits to the immediate left. 3 people between B and D. In between B and D, how many people are there? There are exactly 3 people between B and D. And B and D, D who is to the immediate right of H? Where is this D? D is to the immediate right of H. Now D is to the immediate right hand side of H. And D is to the immediate right of H. Number of persons between B and D same as D and C. Now B and D equals to D and C. Clear? B and D equals to D and C. And difference between the marks scored by F and C equals to the difference between B and C. Now this is regarding the information here. To the immediate right hand side. Now between B and H. Now F and B. Now this is the information given regarding their seating arrangement. Now ఇప్పుడు వీటి నుంచి మనకి arrangement ఫైనల్ వచ్చాం. Now in this arrangement, then F, D and H. H and D must be exact at the center. Now between B and D, how many people are there? B and H, there are 4 people. As B and H, there are 4 people, and B and H 4 people కాబట్టి 1, 2, 3, 4. B can be here, B and H. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, B can be here. Must have been 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. Now between B and H, how many people? There must be exactly 4 people. Clear? As between B and H, there are exactly 4 people here. Then B and D, there are exactly 3 people. Saripin. Now B and D, 3 people go to B and H, 4 people. Isn't it? Kanaka, B must be to the right hand side. Now follow here. And B must be to the right hand side of D. That means H, D, 1, 2, 3, B is. Because between B and D, we need to have only 3 people. My ఇటు పక్క తీసుకుంటే ఏమైపోయారు? Between B and D, there are 5 people. Hence, D is to the right hand side of B. మా సరిపోయిందా? And D is exactly at the center. And between F and B, how many people are there? 2 people. Now 2 people between F and B, then 1, 2, F can be here, F can be here. My F and B, there are exactly 2. B and D equals to D and C. మా బీకి డీకి ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు? 3 members. కనుక డీకి సికి మధ్యలో 3 members. Now D and C 3 members get 1, 2, 3. D is at this place. సరిపోయిందా? If D is exact at the center అన్నారు. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 members. And here 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. సరిపోయిందా? 9 persons. All together how many persons are there? 19 persons. Now between B and D. And between B and D, D and F and B, there are exactly 2 people. and B and D equals to D and C. B and D equals to D and C means D must be exactly between B and C. And D is exactly between which two? B and C. And that means D and C ఎంతమంది చెప్పండి 3 members. కనుక B and D కి ఎంతమంది ఉండాలి 3 members. Clear? Hence between E and B there must be exactly 1. Then AE there is blank. F and B there are 2 people అన్నారు. F and B 2 people, here it is not possible. 1, 2, F and D must be together. మరి సరిపోయిందా? FD must be 2. D కి immediate right hand side ఎవరు? H. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 members were done. Then arrangement అయితే fix అయిపోయింది. What is the arrangement we have? The final arrangement is A. Now this is E. And next one there is a blank. B is here. Then there are 2 persons F. And immediately F, D. Next one is H. There are 2 more persons C. And 1, 2, 3, 4, G is there. Total number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Now this is the total number we have. Then my arrangement that has been fixed. Now we need to find out the total number of marks. Now what are the marks given here? 20, 27, 33, 20, 27, 33, 38, 40, 43, 45 and 50. Then now ఇక్కడ మనకి A plus B equals to EF అన్నారు. A plus B equals to how much? E and F. And again sum of, and between these two, among these 4 there is one highest and one is the lowest. One highest and one is the lowest కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ numbers ఎలా ఉండాలి చెప్పండి. And the numbers can be 50 ఒక దగ్గర 20 ఒక దగ్గర. Then 50తో sum and 20తో sum మనకి ఈక్వల్ అవ్వాలి. And 50తో sum మనకి 20తో sum మనకి ఈక్వల్ అవ్వాలి అంటే then what are the possibilities we have? And ఇదైతే 70 వచ్చింది కదా. And 70 వచ్చింది కాబట్టి నెక్స్ట్ నెంబర్ ఎంత రావాలి? 70 రావాలి. 70 రావాల్సింది ఎక్కడ నుంచి చెప్పండి? ఎనీథింగ్ అదర్ దాన్ 70 హియర్. And 33, 20, 27 and 43 plus 27. What is 43 plus 27? 43 plus 27 is again 43 plus 27 is again 70. కనుక among these 4 persons A, B, E and F, ఒకరేమో 43, 27 and next one E and F 50 and 25. Clear? కనుక ఒక 40, ఒక 70 ఇటు పక్క ఉండాలి, ఒక 70 ఇటు పక్క ఉండాలి. కనుక 43 plus 27 ఒక 70 అయితే ఇంకోటి 20 and 50 ఇంకో 70 అవుతుంది. క్లియర్? ఒకరు హైయెస్ట్ ఒకరు లోయెస్ట్. దీంట్లో H is more than A, A is more than D, A is more than D. Then my E information to let us check out the total number of marks. D is in the middle of the row and 2 persons between F and B, and sum of A and B equals to the sum of F and E. A and B equals to E and F. One among the one scored highest, the other one is lowest. And A is third from one of the extreme but not. A scored more marks than D but lesser than H. ఇక్కడ తీసుకున్నాం మనం. And next one but lesser than H. G is at one of the extreme, E sits to the middle, 3 persons between B and D, number of persons between B and D. Then difference between the marks of F and C equals to the difference between B and G. F and C equals to B and G. F and C equals to B and G. Now these are the marks we have. Then 43, 27, 20, 50. And what are the numbers that were completed as of now? 43, 27, 43, 20 and 50. Then remaining 4 persons ఉన్నారు. Remaining 4 persons లో ఆర్డర్ ఎలా ఉండాలి చెప్పండి? F and C difference equals to B and G. F కి C కి B కి G కి మధ్యలో differences రావాలి. And F and C, B and G. Now F and C and B and G. What is the difference between F and C here? And remaining number. My F can be either 20 or 50. And out of which F 50 అయితే and 50 minus and F and C equals to B and G, then అక్కడ మనకి ఆ differences set కాదు. And F cannot be the maximum. As F cannot be the maximum and C is 50 and F and all చెప్పండి F is 20. Then the difference between F and C. F and C equals to how much? F and C equals to B and G. Clear? And sorry. And F 20 కాబట్టి then E must be 50. F is 20 and E is so much highest. And F and C. The difference between F and C equals to B and G. Now B value ఎంత అవ్వాలి చెప్పండి? B is 43 or 27 and out of which 43 and 27, 43తో మనకి difference మనకి మళ్ళీ రావట్లేదు. Difference between F and C. Then what is the value of C here? Ma C ant undali cheppandi. And F and C equals to B and G. Ma remaining numbers lo manaki differences chudandi. F. Now F is 20 undi. If F is 20, F and C. 20 ki difference ant undi? 20 and 33. Difference is so much 13. And B ki G ki madhya difference ant undali? 13 అవ్వాలి. బీకి జీకి మధ్యలో 13 అవ్వాలంటే అండ్ బి ఎంత ఉండాలి చెప్పండి 43 or 27. అండ్ 43 or 27లో బి 43 అయితే డిఫరెన్స్ ఎంత ఉండాలి 43 అండ్ minus 13, 30 is not there. And 27 and 30, yes, 50. Hence B is how much? B is 27. Now follow here, what is the value of B? B is 27. And B 27 అయితే then what is the value of this one? 27 plus 30 is how much? 40. 13 is 40. Conca G must be 40. Clear? G is 40. Now F and C. F ki C ki madhlo enta aitundo B ki G ki madhlo. Ikkada 20 kabatti ikkada enta avvali cheppandi? C must be 33. Now F and C equals to B and G. Then numbers intavaraku manaku ayipoyindi 20, 27 and 40, 43 and 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then remaining 3 numbers. Remaining 3 numbers ఎలా ఉండాలి? H is greater than A is greater than D. H, A, D. Remaining 3 numbers 33, 38, 45. ఇందులో H is so much? H is 45 and A is so much? 38 and D is 33. Clear? H is so much? H is 45 and A is so much? A is 38 and D is so much? And D is 33. Now this is the final number we have. Clear? One numbers చూసుకోండి. A is 38 and E is so much? E is 50 and B is 27 and F is 20 and D is 33 and H is 45, C is 33 and G is so much? G is 40. Now these are the values of this. Okay? Then who sits fourth to the right of D? But D ki fourth right 1, 2, 3, 4. B, that is choice 4. And how many are sitting in the line? The total number of persons were 19. 19 choice 3. And what is the sum of the marks of D and C? D plus anta 33 and D and C. Now D and C, what is the value here? Now D and C, sorry. D is 38 kada? D is 38. Now and D and C, then whatever this A here and A is remaining numbers manaki 43. Sorry, 43 out. Now A is 48. And A is 48 and 48 this one. And what about this H here? And H must be equal to 45. And H is 45 and A is 38. Now 38 undo, A is 38. Now 33 already ikkada అయిపోయింది మనకి. 2 times మనం రాసేసుకున్నాం ఇక్కడ. Then what is the value of A here? A must be 43. A is 43. Now if A is 43, then E is so much? E is 50. A 43 and B is so much? B is 19 and B is 27. And next one F is 20 and so on. Then what is the sum of the marks by D and C? Now D and C, D is so much? D is 38 and C is so much? C is 33 and the sum is so much? And 38 plus 33 is 71 choice 2. And K is, if K is south to the left of whom? Left of F. South to the left of and K ikkada ravali. Immediately to the left hand side. Then next one. And next, what is the next one we have? Then who sits 7 to the right of K? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 7 to the right of K, there is no one. Okay, there is no one to the right hand side. And how many are in between G and B? Ma G ki B ki mazhlo entamandi unnaru cheppandi? How many are in between? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now 12 persons, that is choice 2. Okay. Okay. And as the time is up, and this is all for today. Thank you for your participation. And in the next session, let's meet again with some other numbers. Clear? Thank you one and all.